Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Still Holding Hands. I'm Chris Peterson, and this is my handsome husband, Tim
Well, thank you.
Peterson. We are very happy that you joined us today.
Yeah.
We have an exciting topic for you today: friendship, fun, and finding us
Ooh,
again.
I like that.
But before we dig into that, let's recap from our previous episode. We read out of Proverbs 4:23 through 27.
Yep.
The New Living Translation, it says, "Guard your heart above all else,
Yeah.
for it determines the course of your life. Avoid all perverse talk, stay away from corrupt speech, look straight ahead, and fix your eyes on what lies before you. Mark out a straight path for your feet. Stay on the safe path. Don't get sidetracked. Keep your feet from following evil."
Yeah.
We encouraged you by reminding you that strong marriages are not built by accident. They are built with intentional love, honesty, openness, and healthy boundaries. Guarding your marriage is not living in fear, but it is valuing the covenant that you
Yeah.
made with each other. And we want to just encourage you again to invest aggressively in your marriage. Matthew 19:6 out of the Christian Standard Bible says, "Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate." Don't let anybody come in and bring division into your marriage, including yourself.
Yeah. And that was such a great episode. We want to encourage you that if you haven't watched that or listened to that yet, go back
Yeah.
and do that. It's not like these episodes of Still Holding Hands. They build on each other, but it's just so good to catch those and hear those. But also every week we have a Still Holding Hands challenge,
Yeah.
and our Still Holding Hands challenge last week was to have a guard your heart conversation. We encourage you to set aside 60 minutes of uninterrupted time, no TV, no tablet, no phone, just you and your spouse, and ask each other these questions. What distracts us from each other? And then also ask each other, are there any unhealthy habits or boundaries that we need to strengthen? And then also, how can we work on strengthening our emotional, spiritual, and physical connection? So discuss with each other what is one specific and intentional thing that you can do to prioritize your marriage.
Yeah. It's worth the investment.
Absolutely.
And we just trust that you will implement some of the tools and the suggestions that we have. We know a thing or two because we've seen and we've experienced a thing or two in our marriage.
Yeah.
And we know that you can enjoy a long, healthy, and blessed marriage.
Right. And it starts at the beginning. It's not that we didn't just do this like we woke up magically at year 20. And we've been working on this since the beginning
Yes, we have.
and everything. So we want to encourage you, no matter how long you've been married, to continue to invest in your marriage. As you said, invest aggressively in your marriage and do the things that are going to help build that marriage up.
Yeah.
We've encouraged you multiple times to do couples Bible studies. We do devotionals with
Yeah.
each other every day.
We take walks together.
We take walks together. We took a walk this evening.
Yeah.
We talk about going and investing your time in a marriage conference.
Yes.
It's not just for those that find themselves on the edge
Right.
or on the brink of disaster.
Right.
It's it's like taking your car in to get serviced,
Right.
right?
Yep.
Every so often you need to get the oil changed.
Right.
And every so often you got to put gas in your car, because if you don't,
You're going to run out of
you're
gas.
going to run out of gas. You're going to stop. You're not going to be able to move forward.
Right.
Right. And
Yeah,
that doesn't
that's
mean,
good. I
and,
like
and
that.
that doesn't mean that the car, that the car is broken, that
Nope.
when you need gas,
Nope.
right? It's just that it needs to be serviced.
Exactly right.
So you need to do that with your marriage as well. All right. So that was last time. That was a little commercial
Let's dig in.
break. Let's go. So today's topic, as we said, friendship and fun, and
Friendship, fun, and finding us again.
and finding us again.
So I want to take you on a little trip
Okay.
down memory lane. Remember back before we had kids.
Okay.
I think about when we were dating, we could laugh for hours.
Right.
We could talk on the phone for hours. We couldn't wait to see each other. We couldn't wait to talk. I remember one time you drove a lot of hours to come and see me.
I remember that as well.
Yes. We had inside jokes, we still do.
Mhm.
We flirted, we still
We still do.
do. We genuinely enjoyed being together, and everything was really, really fun, new, and exciting. And then real life comes knocking at your door,
Yeah.
right? You've
Yeah.
got calendars, you've got jobs, you might have kids, your stress increases,
Right.
and it just suddenly, or maybe before you realize it, it moves from being fun to function,
Yeah. Just function.
not fun.
Yeah.
Do you remember when, I wanna think about some of those fun
All
experiences,
right.
but do you remember there was one time that you were moving our TV?
Mhm.
I don't exactly remember what it was that you were gonna be doing with it, and you decided to set it down on the
I
couch.
did. I did. Well, let me I'm not trying to make an excuse here. I'm just trying to set the picture. We
These are
had
some of our
we
experiences.
had the TV in a really nice handmade for us
Yeah,
TV cabinet. Had these really cool doors
yeah,
that were on it. It was fairly big. It was all made out of solid wood.
yeah.
And the TV that we had at the time, it was, the TVs that you have, right?
You have no
They're
idea.
probably an inch thick,
Not even
right?
that.
And
They
you could
weigh you can hold it with your finger.
carry one person could carry it. And I'm talking about a TV that it took two people pretty much to carry.
I mean, if you could bench press it, you'd be like in a strongman
Yeah.
competition because it was
So
so
I
giant.
know we're probably expanding what this was, but it was at the time it was a fairly large TV as TVs went. It was
Was is the keyword.
listen, it was a 35-inch television.
Wow, that's it?
Yeah.
But it probably weighed 3,500
Oh,
pounds.
and it was a tube television, and if y'all don't know what that is, ask
Look
your
it up,
parents.
Google it.
Yeah. It was a tube TV, and as Chris said, I don't know what we were doing. I think we were getting the TV cabinet out and we were bringing a new like a
It
new
it blocked everything out of my memory except for
I put the TV on the couch and I did not
secure it.
okay, I did not secure it nor did I think that what would happen would
They roll
happen
like a ball,
because it was very top heavy and I when I set it on the couch, I didn't set it in such a way that it would be secure and it
and then everything happened in slow motion. Oh,
and the TV
boom.
wham hit the ground
Yep.
and no more TV.
Yep.
It didn't work anymore.
Yep. It
Maybe
might
hey,
not have
what
been
no
fun at the time.
now
It might
wait.
not have been a fun at the it
N-
might not have been fun at the time, but we can certainly laugh about that today, right?
Well, maybe I did that intentionally
To get us a new
so we could
TV?
get a new TV.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, no, we didn't
I think
because we couldn't buy a TV at
no,
that
we
point.
couldn't, and they were $1,000,000 at the time
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, so I do remember that, Chris.
Something recent. Do you
Oh, yeah.
remember this wasn't too long ago,
This was
and
probably 3 years ago,
yep,
4 years ago, maybe at the most.
and we were getting our deck stained,
Yeah.
and we were having to relocate our deck furniture, and we have a table out on our deck.
I have a real quick question. Why did we choose to move that inside? Why didn't we just take it out to the
It's a
grass?
great
Okay,
idea.
so go ahead. Finish the story.
So we decided to bring said table into the house,
Yeah.
and
What's the table look like?
it's
Okay,
rectangular.
it's rectangular. It's really nice little
Yep. Has
like a patio
It's a
coffee table
patio coffee table, has 3 little ceramic,
inserts.
inserts,
Yeah.
and but it wouldn't fit
Wouldn't fit in
through
through the
the
door.
slider door,
No. So
so
what did we do?
we were like, "Oh, well, we'll just
Just
turn
turn it
it."
sideways.
And at first it started out okay,
Yeah,
and then
until
all
it
of a
wasn't.
sudden it was not okay, and one of the panels came flipping and crashing out, and it landed on we had
Linoleum.
linoleum at the time, it
Yeah.
put a nice giant gash in it, and it shattered the
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 ceramic.
ceramic. So then instead of having 3 tiles, we were down to 2, and I think we had 2 for the rest of that season, or at least till the end of the season, so it was like an invisible
Yeah, I think
tile,
I did right.
and then
Yeah.
we got another one. Those are just a couple of things that have happened to us throughout the years, but
So think about it. Yeah, were we probably a little disappointed Yeah. I don't know if it brought on an intense moment of fellowship at that time.
No,
I don't think it did.
no.
But, we had the nice little gash in our linoleum.
It was a memory.
It was a memory, but the thing is we can laugh about it,
We can laugh about it.
and laughter is our relational glue.
Yes, it is, and I love that kind of glue,
Yeah,
baby.
and I do too, and, here's a cool thing is that we don't have to have a ceramic piece from your patio coffee table break.
Or a or a TV to become a ball,
Mhm.
a
We don't
bowling
have to have
ball.
those things to laugh and
No.
have relational glue, but when you look at those things, they're so temporary.
Yeah, they
And
are,
so
man.
don't get twisted. It's almost like on our last episode, we talked about the couple that we knew that ended up getting a divorce because one of them ate the other's cookies.
Yeah,
I mean, you would look at that now, and if it wasn't so pitiful, it would be funny.
yeah,
But it's just that's sad.
yeah,
It
it
is so
is.
sad. So, a lot of times we can look at things like that, and life becomes intense. It becomes serious,
Yeah,
and
and
our
you're like,
yeah,
oh.
our whole lifestyle is serious. Um,
Look at how people drive, look at how people walk. I mean, everybody you're just like on a mission,
right. There's no laughter.
right?
Nobody's having fun. It's always just check the box,
Just get it done. We gotta get it done, folks.
and I'm a checklist kind of person.
Yeah,
Right? But it's not to the detriment of my relationship
right, thank you.
with you.
I appreciate that.
Life becomes it's all about checking the box off. It just, there's this heaviness that comes. It's every conversation you have is heavy. There's distractions. And it doesn't have to be this way, but you look at your kids as a distraction.
Yeah,
You look at your job as a
yep,
distraction. You look at all the activities that you and the kids are doing
yep,
as a distraction,
yep,
and there's just this overwhelming sense of busy that's taking place, and you forget how to laugh,
yeah,
and you forget how to have a good time. There's no intentionality
yeah.
in your relationship.
And we've talked about this before, but man, marriage should be fun.
Fun.
What you experienced in your dating, in your courting relationship, or maybe early in your marriage, you don't need to let it stop.
Yeah.
But you have to it's like we talked about in the last episode on guarding your heart,
Yeah.
guarding your relationship. I think you even have to guard your heart and your relationship so that you don't get so serious and you miss out on the beauty and the joy of your friendship
Yeah.
and of your relationship that you
Right.
have.
Right, because, the opposite side of it is if this is all you have is the tension side, then a lot of times what we have seen with couples is they begin to function as teammates, or even just really we could say as roommates,
Yeah.
instead of what it should be, which is best friends.
We talked about function versus fun,
Yeah.
and we do have to have function in our lives. We have to plan, we have to keep our house nice, we have to cook dinner and things like that.
Right.
But we don't want it to be where it's just so rigid and so
Right.
uptight. I remember when I worked outside of the home when our kids were growing up,
Right.
and I had a rule in place that when I come home from work, the first thing that you say to me cannot be, "Mom, what's for dinner?"
Yeah.
And so our boys learned that, "Well, how was your day today, mom?" And you have to have that relational part
Right.
of that interaction with each other and
Right.
not transactional
Right.
on what's for dinner, what's
Right.
the checklist that we have to
Right.
complete today. And
Right.
so it's really important that we don't lose sight of the fun in our
Right.
relationship.
If you're always living under that constant pressure, then the joy seems to be one of the first
Yeah,
casualties
I
in
agree.
your marriage.
Yeah.
Laughing matters.
It's so fun, and it feels so good.
Yeah.
I mean, there are things that happen in our body besides the tears running down your
Yeah.
face and your stomach hurting, but
Right.
there's something really healthy and good for us to laugh and
Right.
to have fun with each
I,
other.
I know that every now and then we will just have these quick conversations, and we'll say, "What's one thing that you love about me?"
Yeah,
And I know that a lot of times when you ask me that question, I say, "You make me laugh.
yeah.
You
That's
make
a
me
good
laugh."
thing.
It is. It's a real good thing. It's a real
Mhm.
good thing.
Yeah. So laughter
It
matters,
does.
and friendship is the foundation
That's
of our
right.
marriage. Don't lose sight of that. Don't become those roommates with each other. Make sure that you are cultivating and keeping that relational, that friendship part of who you married really
Right.
strong. Don't lose sight of the fact that you are married to your best
Yeah,
friend,
absolutely.
right? And it should be fun. Don't lose sight of having fun together. Remember, look back at when you were dating. You had fun together all the time. You don't stop that just because you say, I do.
Right. There's that comment that we've heard before. It says, I believe most people truly love each other, but they forgot how to enjoy each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Don't forget how to enjoy the person that you fell in love
Right.
with.
Right. Having fun isn't childish. But it's healthy. It's that glue that we mentioned earlier,
Yep.
right? Proverbs 17:22 out of the contemporary English version says this: If you are cheerful, you will feel good.
Mm.
If you're sad, you'll hurt all over.
Man, isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it all over somebody when they are cheerful versus when they are sad or
Yeah.
angry or just,
Yeah.
in that militant
And you
mode.
said it earlier, it's that laughter, it makes you feel good. Cause this verse, merry heart does good like
Yeah,
medicine. It
that's right.
it makes you feel good. So be the hero in your own story. Be the instrument of change
Yeah,
in your marriage.
yeah.
Do something that makes your spouse laugh. I mean, now, like, don't hit your thumb trying to drive a nail into the
Right,
wall or
right.
drop the television off the couch
We
or
don't
anything like
recommend
that.
that.
No,
No, no.
but be the hero in your own story. Be that instrument of change. God didn't create you to always be in survival mode.
Right.
He created you for companionship and that you will enjoy each other.
Yeah, I enjoy being
I
with
enjoy
you.
being with you as
I
well.
thoroughly enjoy being with you. I look forward to you coming home from work, and man, you just make my life great. So
Well, thank
thank
you.
you.
I appreciate that.
So here's a few practical tools and things that you can think of. I just want to tell that one of the traits that I am known for at at my job is that I might have a joke or
You bring
two.
the jokes,
I
Chris.
bring a joke or two during the meetings, and it is, pretty frequent that they'll say, "Peterson, do you got a joke for us?" And sometimes I come prepared and sometimes I have to scramble. But because I have to be the joke lady at work, we've been sitting around here in our family room,
Mhm.
and maybe I'll drop a few on you
Yep.
and
Yes, you
try
do.
them out on you. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you shake your head, but you know what? It started a trend.
Yeah.
Not just even at work, because other people are bringing jokes to the table, but you've also stepped up to the plate with some really good
Yeah, I
jokes.
brought
You've
some jokes.
you've dropped some in a text message, you've read some to me,
Yeah,
when I've been working at my desk and you've read something, from the other room. So
that's
have
right.
fun.
Have
Find
fun.
some good jokes. Find some fun things that can make you laugh.
A number of years ago, we were watching this Netflix program. We like travel shows and we like food shows.
Mm.
And so we really like travel shows about food. And
It's the
and there
best
was
of both worlds.
there is a multi-season show called Somebody Feed Phil.
It is a great show. Thank you, Phil. If you're listening to this, thank you for subscribing and tell your friends
Yeah,
that you have a
absolutely.
fantastic show.
Absolutely. Well, at the beginning of the series,
Mhm.
Phil would bring on his parents, and
Yeah.
his dad's name was Max. Now his parents they're both passed away,
Yeah.
and at the end of every episode, his father Max would tell a joke. Sometimes they were super stupid, but you would look at it and you would laugh because
Yeah.
he was great at the punchline.
Yeah, he
And
was.
then after Max passed away, Phil kept the tradition on, and
Yeah.
he would bring in some of his friends,
Yes.
and he would say, "You need to tell a joke for Max."
Yeah.
And so they would tell a joke for Max, and
Yeah.
so that's what we've where you've started, and
Yeah.
it's tell a joke for Chris or tell a joke for Peterson.
That's right. Tell a
Right,
joke for Peterson.
right.
I just want to encourage you, don't be so
Yeah,
serious. Let me just tell you, life is short. It is too short for you to be Mr. or Mrs. Grumpy Pants. You need to have fun. Don't take yourself so seriously, but have fun.
Yeah.
Ask yourselves, what did we used to do for fun? And then do it.
Here's something. Maybe go back a couple episodes and maybe fill up that marble jar. I'm
Marbles.
just saying. So if you don't know what that is, go back and
That's
watch
right.
and listen to that.
That's right. The next thing I would just ask you when it comes to just keeping that joy, that friendship, that fun alive in your marriage is, who are you hanging out with?
Yeah.
Tim, read that scripture from First Corinthians.
All right. 1 Corinthians 15, verses 33 and 34 from the Passion Translation says this. So stop fooling yourselves. Evil companions will corrupt good morals and character. Come back to your right senses and awaken to what is right.
Wow. It's so true. If you think about it, we can all think of individuals that when you are around them, there is just joy
Yeah.
that exudes from them. And it might be with them individually that
Mhm.
you're always seeing that
Mhm.
joy. And then also when you see them as a couple, there's just this joy, this happiness. It's not manufactured, but it's something that's real and genuine.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, and let me just say, when you're around somebody that's like that, it's really challenging to be Mr. and Mrs. Grumpy Pants. It's
Yeah.
really challenging to be have that bad attitude
Right.
and be just so grumpy.
Right.
But then on the flip side, we all know people that, man, everything is just woe is me, and they have a gripe about everything, and it's individually and it's as a couple. Man, that is exhausting.
Right.
And just like it says in First Corinthians, evil companions will corrupt good morals and character. It's going to rub off on you.
Right.
So what kind of thing do you want to rub off on you? Joy,
Right.
friendship,
Right.
fun,
Right.
or the opposite?
Yeah.
And I would say avoid that.
Now, we know that there's the practicality things of life. We work,
Yep.
we have a job. If we have children at home, we have to take care of them. We provide for them. I mean, we take them where they need to go, things like that. We understand that. So as apart from that, you don't always have to focus on the practical. Your whole life doesn't have to be
Yeah.
the practical because you're not working all the time,
Yeah. I
right?
mean, if I could go back, I know I was grumpy because I was like, "Well, you gotta clean your room and you gotta do this and you gotta do this." And
On behalf of your
so
mother's
I'm sorry.
sorry, Joshua,
I'm sorry, Josh,
Caleb,
Caleb, and Luke.
and Luke.
Um, because man, if I could go back, I would tell myself, Chris, don't be so uptight. I mean, who cares if you got dishes on your counter and who cares if your house isn't spotless? What
Is it kinda like when I've and you're gonna laugh about this, right?
I hope so.
When a situation like that's happened and I've maybe called you Martha,
Right. Stop being a
you
Martha.
are troubled about so many
I'm sorry that
things.
I was a Martha.
Yeah,
And that's so if you're young and if you are trying to step into that role of Martha, find another role. Find Mary.
yeah,
Become Mary and don't
and
be so troubled and grumpy about things that really don't mean
yeah, yeah,
anything.
you don't always have to have the business meeting. You
No.
to plan your calendar,
No.
you know, but do things that you enjoy together, that we enjoy together. We know this young couple, they've been married almost 2 years. Not even. It won't be till September that'll be 2
Yep.
years, and they love board games. They love card games.
Yep.
When they have friends come over, that's what they do.
Yep.
They came over to our house,
That's what we did.
they brought games, and you know what we did? We went out and bought the game because we had so much fun doing it,
Yep.
right? So play cards,
Yep.
watch a funny movie, flirt with each other. Yeah,
That's
there
a
you
lot of
go.
fun. I like doing that.
You know, go ride your bikes, go for walks, go to concerts. Hey, maybe even the every now and then 2 a.m. music video.
So we used to stay up way too late sometimes, and it would start with just one music
So
video.
here's how it happened though. We would be watching something and typically it would be me, but every now and then
Yep.
I would fall asleep.
Yep.
And then I'd be like, let's go to bed. And then you would
And then I'd
say,
say, "Let's just watch one music video." and then one became
50.
probably not
Le
50,
but
but one
legit
became 2 or 3 AM
but yeah, but legit at least an hour or better, because
at
it's like
least.
now we're awake.
And then we'd challenge each other. All right,
Don't look.
don't look, and we'd play, like, I'd say, play me your favorite Billy Joel song or play me your favorite Foreigner. And so we'd do all these things, and then we'd find songs that were like super meaningful, and we
Right.
know, like Tim would know, man, when I play this, Chris is gonna cry. And sure enough,
Chris cried.
there's a song, it's called Always Remember You Young by Thomas Rhett. And every time I will cry when I watch that. So,
But I would play this song, and then I would hold my hand out, and we would
yeah,
dance to the song.
that's right.
We would
That's
dance to
right.
the song. We need to do
So
that
have
again.
fun. Yes, we do.
Right.
Yes, we do. You know, in episode 9, we talked about vows and verbs. So
Mhm.
if you wrote your own vows, this would be it'd be a good chance that you had maybe a few inside jokes or
Yeah.
funny things that you wrote to each other.
Mhm.
Dust those off. And or write a new vow
That's
and
right.
some sort of inside joke that you can share with each other. And like Tim mentioned, it doesn't mean, look, we're not living a Pollyanna lifestyle, that thinks that, man, we can just laugh and have fun all day every day. We know that that's not reality, but it doesn't mean that you should give up joy and give up on joy in your
Yeah.
life. So,
So it's all about, as the title of today's episode is, it's friendship,
yeah.
fun, and finding us. Sometimes you just need to go back and find yourself again.
Yeah.
Find that couple
Yeah.
that was so giddy in love with each other,
Yeah.
that couldn't wait to be around each other,
Right.
which leads really good into our Still Holding Hands challenge for this week.
Love a good
All right,
challenge.
let's go.
All right. So here is your challenge, my friends. Ask your spouse, what made us laugh so much when, fill in the blank, when we were first dating in our early days, months, or years of marriage?
Yeah.
Recreate a fun dating memory where you connected, where you had that fun, that laughter, and that friendship. Maybe go back to the location of your first date. Maybe rewatch an old movie from your first date, or something that made you laugh together. Look at old pictures. If you're old school, maybe you've got some old VHS tapes or something like that
Man,
that you can pull out the box and.
yeah, the problem with that is
y-
I mean, we have
I
some
don't,
old VHS tapes, but we don't have a
I don't think we have one
we
anymore.
don't have
Yeah.
a player.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know what we do about that,
Well,
but
we're gonna have to go have those digitized or something. That's a
right,
good idea.
right?
All right.
Maybe you could cook a meal together.
Okay.
Just do something to connect
Yeah.
that can be really, really fun.
Right. Right.
And then be intentional to bring back that activity that you reminisced
Right.
about. Keep it active, keep it fresh, make it a priority, and make sure that you do it regularly and consistently, not just a one every blue moon event.
So there you go. Great episode. Great challenge once again to keep that laughter, that friendship going. I say to Chris all the time, so I'll turn to you, Chris. I say to you all the time, or I'll ask the question, "Do you love me?"
Mm.
And your response is,
I love you more than, and I'll fill in the blank.
she'll fill in the blank. But then I'll ask, "Do you like me?"
I like you
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
much.
because because sometimes we can say, "Well, I have to love you because
Yeah.
God commands me to love you,
Yeah.
but I like you because I choose to like
I like
you."
you because you're my bestie.
Right. And so, that's what we're talking about, friendship with it and fun and finding so let's put a bow on this. Let's wrap this up. We realize that the strongest couples aren't couples that don't encounter hardship or struggles, but they know how to have fun and enjoy each other even during the suck,
Right?
right?
Yep.
We can say that.
We can say
We can
that.
say that. I just saying this reminded me of something. I remember 10 years ago in August, I was in the hospital.
Ooh. Yep.
It was a challenging time. I
Yep.
mean, I've talked about it here. I was diagnosed with cancer, and I went into the hospital on August 1st to have cancer cut from my body.
Yep.
I was in the hospital for 5
Yeah, I
days,
think you were
about
there a
about 5
week.
days. But I remember now, could have been the happy juice that they were giving me.
They
Um,
gave you a lot of that, yes.
I remember joking with the nurse. I remember having fun. So even in a challenging time, and don't get me wrong, there were things that went along with it, and it was challenging and to get back into health and things like that. But even then, I remember having fun,
Yeah.
or trying to,
Yeah, yeah,
trying to
trying to.
have fun.
Uh-huh.
So um, you might be in a heavy season right now.
Right.
Maybe it's not cancer. Maybe it could be, but maybe it's a challenge at work. Maybe you got laid off, a workforce reduction.
Mhm.
Maybe there's just a hard time with you and your spouse right now.
Yeah.
There's a communication breakdown. There
Financial issues,
financial issues. Maybe it's a challenging
kids.
time. It could be the kids and things like that. You're in a heavy season right now, but I just want to encourage you to laugh.
Yeah.
Laugh.
You read earlier where it said that a cheerful heart, a merry heart does good like
Medicine.
medicine.
Yeah.
So I would just encourage you to cultivate and to be intentional and to bring joy into your life just like you would with taking your medicine. If you're not feeling well and if your doctor writes you a prescription in order for you to get better and recover, you know that you need to take that medicine once a day, twice a day,
Whatever it says on
whatever it
right?
says, so that you will be able to experience the full benefits. Do the same thing in your life. If
Daily.
it is a heavy time in your life, find joy, experience joy, and do it together.
Yeah, yeah. Because why? Your healthy marriage, it's built on the friendship that you have with your spouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe you're in a challenging time right now, and it's very one-sided. Man, just keep fighting for your marriage. Keep doing some things that are bringing joy, laughter, and easiness into the home.
Yeah. Amen. That's a
Yeah,
great
yeah,
word.
don't let the stress overtake you. We talked about this before on a previous episode, but don't let the world around you squeeze you into
Yeah.
its mold. Romans 12:2.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I feel like the world or situations, different pressures, it's always coming in
Right.
and just trying to
Yeah.
squeeze the life and the joy out of you. Just guard and resist
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Great time.
Yeah, it
Oh, it
was.
was fun. It's fun to reminisce and to laugh and to do those things that are so necessary in life and to keep your marriage fresh. On the next Still Holding Hands, we're going to look at from the book of Galatians. We're going to look at the fruit of the spirit, but we got a little bit different twist on it. Chris, what do we got?
Yes. So next time, the title of our podcast is Fruit Snacks for Your Marriage. Who doesn't love a good fruit
Come on
snack?
now.
Fruit snacks for your marriage, how the fruit of the Spirit can change your marriage.
Yeah, that's
So we're excited. Get ready for some good stuff.
Yeah. So if you've enjoyed this episode today, here's how you can help us. You can like us, and you can like us by subscribing to wherever it is that you listen or you watch podcasts. You can love us. Go out there and give us a review that will really help. It'll help other people to find us with your review, and then also rate us.
Yep.
Most of your podcast platforms will give you an opportunity to rate us. So please rate us and review us. And not only do that, but share it.
Share it with a friend or a family member.
Right. Or a friend and a family
Or a
member.
friend and a family member,
You
or
know,
maybe a stranger on the street that you just run into if you feel like you just want to tell them about us.
if you're here listening to us for the first time and maybe you haven't subscribed, please do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to reiterate that is to subscribe to it, and then that way it'll just drop in your feed every week at this designated time. Right now, it's Wednesdays at 5 a.m. Central Time. It's going to be in your notice that you'll get that Still Holding Hands, the new Still Holding Hands episode is been dropped. So like us, love us, and if you have any questions or comments, anything that you want to share with us, you can email us at timandchrispedersen@gmail.com. Those are great ways that you can help us and help yourself along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we are so glad that you joined
so
us
glad.
today. Remember that strong Christian marriages aren't shaped by perfection.
That's right.
But perseverance, faith, and the commitment to
Keep holding hands. Till next time.